Hey everybody, welcome to The Mountain Gamer. Legendary Encounters Alien is a great game, but if you've played it as much as I have, you know that the game can lose some of its surprise factor. And that's just because, well, you've played it so much and you know what's in these decks, right? You know which enemy is coming and how to better plan for it. That being said, you're probably looking to find a cheap and easy way to actually spice up your game. Don't worry, nothing gross like that. What we will actually be doing is using these cards over here, the Alien player cards. Now, these things are, in my group anyway, left in the box because we play fully cooperatively. That means that when somebody dies, it's, you know, they don't come back as an alien and mess with you with these cards. Actually, when somebody dies in our group, we resuscitate them, and you can look into that in the comments. We have something called Resuscitate and something called Med Packs. Anyway, that's something else. So anyway, let's look at what you can do with these cards and how to put them to better use. So what you will be doing is getting the Alien player cards. I believe there are 36, but you will only be keeping 12 of those. I will list them in the comments, but let's just do this now. So blood everywhere, we're all gonna dime in, hide in the shadows, no conscience, everyone for themselves, looks like some sort of resin, how do we kill it? Communications are down, it's not reading right. I won't lie to you about your chances, they're gonna come in here and ... and they're coming out of the goddamn walls. So there's 12 in here, you'll be shuffling them up and then dividing them into the hive. So what we usually do is in the first mini deck, we'll put 2 of those, in the second one we'll put 4, and in the third one we'll put 4. So that's 10, so basically 2 of those you just won't use. So shuffle them up, you know, first mini deck, second mini deck, third mini deck, and then that makes the hive. So what's gonna happen is, let's just replace one of those with one of these. So when you scan a room, let's say I wanna scan the weapons locker for 3 attack, I'll flip this over. Something bad happens. So what you do is you take it off, you do the bad thing, and then you have a choice. If you want to play easy mode, well, when you remove it, you do the bad thing, you discard it, and then that's it. So something bad happened, but now you've got some breathing room. If you want to play the hard way, well, when something bad happens, you take it off, but then you immediately add a hive card to the complex. So no more breathing room for you, buddy. Let's just zoom in here and see what they do. They're coming out of the goddamn walls. Move any face-up alien in the complex to the combat zone. So you would decide as a group which alien you're going to move to the combat zone. So yes, it's bad, but you do as a group get to make a decision. Each player reveals their hand and discards all their specialists. Okay, so that's, you know, easy enough. Each player reveals their hand and discards all their grunts. Okay, bad for everyone. Turn a face-up alien in the complex face down. So here again, we decide as a group. The player with the fewest strikes draws a strike, self-explanatory. Each player reveals their hand and discards a coordinate card from it. Well, there you go, bad stuff. Attach this to any room. The next time this room is scanned, discard this card instead of turning the hidden card face up. So attach this to any room. So again, something bad, but we decide how bad and where bad. How do we kill it? Attach this to any face-up alien. If this alien would be killed, discard this card instead. So again, we decide where we spread the evilness. Communications are down. Players can't coordinate with each other until the start of your next turn. So in a case like this, you would remove this card from the complex, and you would put it next to you. That way you can track when it comes back around to you, then you can discard this thing. So for a whole, you know, turn around the table, players can't coordinate with each other. There's more like this. See here, rooms can't be scanned until after your next turn. So again, this would come next to you to track it. Strikes can't be avoided until the start of your next turn. Same deal here. And move an enemy or hidden card in the complex 1 space to the left. So this is like the other ones. We decide how this happens. So there you go. 12 cards. Separate them. I mean, you can do it any which way you want. But like I said, we put 2 in the first deck, 4 in the second deck, and 4 in the third deck, and you'll be left with 2 that you're not going to use. One last thing I'd like to add, that if you're playing on hard mode, that is to say if you're playing that when you flip it, activate it, then add a hive card, if you're playing that way, I would suggest also playing with the med pack variant. and I have a video on that. You could also very well balance this out by playing with the transmitted orders variant, and I also made a video on that. So, you know, check it out, click on it, and let's go talk about this. So what more can I say? Yeah, seems simple enough, right? It spices things up. You're not always sure which one of these 12 cards is going to pop up. You're never sure what kind of bad thing is going to happen and when. So it's just about, you know, keeping things fresh and not knowing what's coming up in deck 1 or deck 2 or deck 3, right? So play around with it. If you want to play with the quantities, go ahead. And yeah, try it out. Let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next one. And if you want some more videos, YouTube thinks you might like the one on the left. I personally think you might enjoy the one on the right. And if you want to make sure to never miss any of my videos, I would ask you to click the middle button here to, of course, subscribe.